Hey guys, it's your girl, it's Ethiopia, and I know it's been like forever since I posted a video. I'm so sorry. These past few months I've been at this struggle bus and with moving and getting internet and I need a new laptop. Anyways, today is a makeup tutorial on how I achieve this look. So if you like it, please stay tuned. I by no means claim to be a makeup artist or anything remotely close to that, but this is how I do my makeup, and I'll be featuring different people who have like different specialties in eyebrows or contouring, who are actual makeup artists, and they're going to teach me how I can improve my way of doing makeup. But this is what I do, and this is where I'm at. I haven't even been doing makeup for, I haven't even been wearing makeup for a year. I think in a couple months it'll be a year, but I've liked what I've gotten so far. And if you have any tips for me, just leave them in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and at my handle on all social media at It's Ethiopian. And don't forget to follow my other blogs, dearethiopia.tumblr.com. Wow, this natural lighting though. Let's go outside and see how it looks. A natural lighting. I don't know why I'm whispering. Okay, I'm stuck. Can't get out of my own house. Come on. How do you open this bloody door? Yes! Okay, natural lighting. Oh my. Ma'am. Now let's go ahead and get started, shall we? But everyone say hello to my closet. I'm so sorry. Excuse the retrosity, but you know, gotta do what you gotta do. But I have already prepped and primed my face and placed my foundation. I use L'Oreal's True Match foundation in the color W8 or Cream Cafe. And for a primer, I use Maybelline's Master Prime, the Blur and Illuminate 200. To start off, I highlight under my eyes with Black Opal's True Color Cream Stick Foundation in the color Heavenly Honey or 5C. And I absolutely love this foundation as a highlighter because it gives me so much control and it's so easy to apply. And I try to make that somewhat triangle shape underneath my eyes, and then put a little bit on my forehead and down my nose and under my chin. And then I'll pull out my beauty blender and just start blending that out. And when I'm blending, I try to go up on my face when it comes to the areas underneath my eyes, as well as underneath my cheekbones. So I just try to blend up. As far as my forehead, I just go ahead and blend that out in like a circle shape and just apply it all over my forehead. My forehead is kind of skinny, like narrow, I guess. Yeah, and I'll go and contour where my baby hairs are. Same thing for the chin, going in a circular motion. Those dark areas I've talked about before, I just make sure I cover that with my highlight. Same thing underneath my cheekbones. I just make sure I take my time and blend and going upwards and trying not to go in the areas where I know I will be contouring at. Now this is what I end up looking like with it basically all blended out. You can never blend too much, so take your time. I then set that cream highlighter with a powder highlighter, and I use Ben Nye's banana powder. And I'm using Real Techniques buffing brush, and I actually really love this brush. Basically, I just take the powder and I put it in this container that I literally bought at the dollar store. I just squirt some in there, and then I dip my buffing brush and knock some of it off, and then I just simply apply it on the places that I highlighted. Similar to how I blended out the cream, I Try to go up in areas that I go up when applying the powder foundations and circular motions in my forehead and chin. And this is what I look like when I'm all done. I don't know what I was saying. I was listening and dancing to something, but yeah, I got powder all over me, and it's okay, which is why I have on this undershirt. But yeah, I'm going to bake. Usually I bake, I don't know how long I bake. I usually go and make like a smoothie or something, and by the time I finish making it, my baking is done. Make sure you use a straw, because there's been so many times where I've literally had the smoothie literally just fall on my face. So learn from me and don't have smoothie all over your baked face. To dust off the powder, I use EcoTools blush brush to just dust off all the powder off of my face. I use the same brush that I use to dust off the highlight as well as my contour. Now for my contour, I use LA Girl's Pro Concealer. And I try and make like a very long triangle shape on both sides using my kissy duck face to help me. And then I also put contour around my chin and on my forehead. Next step is along the bridge of my nose, and I just place the contour lightly on both sides of my nose, and then I'll blend that out later. We are finally ready to start blending out the contour, so I'll just use the bottom of my beauty blender and start blending that out. And when I blend, I kind of just dab it on there. Hey. I accidentally got a lot in my hair, but that is easily fixed with a baby wipe. Now it's time for my nose, and I just use my pinky finger because my beauty blender is too big. And I just brush and blend on the side of my nose, and then I'll switch fingers if I blended my contour too much and it's affecting my highlight. Now it's time to set my contour, and I stick with Ben Nye and I use their Topaz powder. I really like this powder because it gives me like more of a golden color, and if I use a contour that's too dark or has like too much black into it, this balances out and gives me more of that golden color. And I'm using Real Techniques Expert's Face Brush, and it's very similar to the same one that I use for the banana powder, and it is bomb. I love that it's like more slender on this side, so it gives me a little bit more control, and it's not as wide, so I am able to place my contour exactly where I need it. But I do the exact same thing. I get a container that came in the same set from the dollar store and place the powder inside there, and then I place it right on top of my contour, and I'll let that bake as well. Now as that is setting, I go ahead and start my eyes, and I am using Morphe's 35T palette, and the color that I'm using is in the third row and second to last column. It's that golden glittery color, and I just put that on the base of my eye and blend it all the way throughout my eye. Now that my entire lid is covered with that golden color, I'll go in with the same palette with a darker color, and it's that brown in the last row and second to last column from that Morphe 35T palette. And I'm also using Eco Tools shading brushes that came in a little kit. I actually need more experiences with my eyes because I feel like golds and browns are like a very safe go-to, because I need more experiences with blending. I'm always too scared to go out, but maybe I'll do that in my next video. But basically what I do, I just darken the corners of my eyes and go into my crease and try and make it a little bit darker, and then I'll fade it all in. I'm using NYX Ultra Matte Liquid Liner in the darkest black. And there is no method to this madness. I just go in towards my eyelashes and just make a line, and then I'll just go in and fill in the areas that I've like slipped up at. And if I want more dramatic eyeliner, I'll just add a layer on top of the layer that I've done. Helpful tip: for my right eye, I use my right hand, and for my left eye, I use my left hand. So I just switch. And since I'm left-handed, I'll just do all my cleanup with my left hand. And it makes applying my liquid eyeliner so much more easier. I'll end up with something like this, and I like to go in the corners of my eyes to give me more of that like cat eye effect. I actually learned this from Ellarie, and I've been doing it ever since. Like, I really love this look, and it's so cute. For my bottom liner, I use Maybelline's Eye Studio Gel Liner in the color Blackest Black, and the brush that I'm using is from the Eco Tools Mr. Angled brush. And basically at this point, all I do is play connect the dots, and I'm just connecting the corners of my eyes and lining the bottom of my eyelid. This is how it looks like when I'm all finished. Time for my mascara, and I'm using Sephora's Volume Mascara. And this is what it looks like when it's all finished. I applied the mascara to both my top and bottom lashes. We are ready to dust off the powder. I use Eco Tools blush brush, and I just dust it off. Make sure I'm going up. To intensify my contour, I use Cover FX Cream Contour Kit. And I just use the darkest color, and I make like a little bit darker in one area, and then I'll have it fade into that lighter dark color. And this is just to create more of that shadow blended look. And I go only in a certain spot where I see that dip is kind of already that's on my face. And for my brows, I literally have no clue how to do my brows. One of my friends is going to show me, and she'll help me out because I don't know what I'm doing. And I just got my eyebrows threaded the day before, so next day threading is usually not good for me, but they're kind of disrespectful right now. Now it's time for my blush. I'm using Bobbi Brown's blush. I'm not sure which one or which color. My mom gave it to me, and it's all faded out. But I just use the Eco Tools blush brush. Finally, my favorite part is the lips, and I'm using Ellarie's lip liner, and I absolutely love this liner. First of all, it's $5 at Colourpop. Number 2, it's like a bomb color, and number 3, like Ellarie is high-key all types of gold. Like, I love her. She's like low-key everything I want to be when I grow up. But anyways, ignore that black part on the side of my face. I couldn't see with the lighting. I didn't blend it out good enough, but I do that after I finish recording. I'm going on top of that with Colourpop's Ultra Matte Liquid Lipstick and the color Bad Habit to brighten it all up. But pause, can we zoom in on this liner though? Okay. Now that we're all cleaned up, it's time to highlight. I'm going to use Cover FX and I use their highlighter. If you suggest any other highlighters, leave it in the comment below because I'm looking for one. But for right now, I like it. It's pretty good, but I need that glow. Now that I'm finished with that, if you can see my mole, I go ahead and redarken both of those out. I have two on the left side of my face, so I don't like it just sitting underneath there. I just use my liquid eyeliner and just put a small dot and bring it back to life. Praise God, we are almost finished. I want a little bit more of a pop, and to give my lips more of a glittery, shimmery color, I go in with Colourpop's Shark Attack. It's actually an eyeshadow, but I just use it on my lips because it's like really cute. I'm pretty sure I got this this idea from Ellarie, but I'm not really sure. You can't tell already, like I like stalked her videos before I started doing makeup, so she's like my go-to for everything. Seriously, check out her channel if you haven't already. Like, pause. Then I just clean up a little bit of spillage on the side of my lips, and I just use my foundation. And again, please ignore that black dot. It's really bothering me, but I get it together at the end. Don't worry, don't worry. Hey, we are all finished. Now I come in with NYX matte finishing spray, and I just spray a couple sprays and then let that air dry. Hey, we are all done, and this is the finished product. I hope you like what you see. If you have any tips for me or any suggestions that I could improve on, just leave them in the comments below. If you have any suggestions for videos, please let them comment, and thank you for watching.